Hello, welcome to your detailed soulmate pick a card reading. This is for you if you think your soulmate might be in your life, if you are waiting for a soulmate to come into your life, or if you're somewhere in between. Have a look at these three cards. We've got the chest, we've got the path, we've got the lighthouse. I'll just read each for you. There's a little message. True value often lies beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered. For the path, the way forward is often revealed one step at a time. And the lighthouse, a guiding light, is only useful if you're willing to follow it. So see which one you're drawn to, okay? It's not always the one that you like, it's just the one that you're drawn to. And I'm just going to tell you what you're going to get in this reading, okay? So we're going to look first at you and them, the relationship in general. Then we're going to look at their personality, features to look out for, or how you'll recognise them. Then we look at how they feel about you. What is going on? What are their feelings towards you? Really getting into it behind, standing in their shoes, looking behind their eyes. The next one we have details. Jobs, timing, signs. That one can be very random. It's just getting hold of some concrete details so you can recognise it. Then we have obstacles. What's standing in the way of this? And then your spiritual connection, your soulmate connection, signs, symbols, things to look out for. And finally, we've got random channeling. Now, random channeling will happen throughout the reading, not just at the end. It will be peppered throughout, just getting us really weird and really accurate details for you and your soulmate connection. Okay? So, choose which one you're drawn to, the chest, the path, the lighthouse. Follow the timestamps in the description box and I'll see you there on the other side. Namaste. Okay, so you chose the chest. The first card that's come out with the chest is the Six of Swords. Okay. This is about you and them, this section. Okay, about you and them, your relationship together. Now I noticed, the first thing I know about the Six of Swords, I'm just going to put my crystals up here, is that somebody is ferrying somebody over the water. Very rarely in the Six of Swords that you see someone on their own rowing the boat. So there's something here about moving away from what I would say is quite difficult seas, you know, some choppy storm kind of weather. It may be that both of you, or I feel like both of you have been burnt in the past with other people. So you both don't trust easily and you don't give your heart easily. And if you think about a chest, often when people discover the chest, and of course your heart is inside your chest, it's locked, it's protected. There's something here about protection as well. The relationship that you're thinking of is a very protective relationship. It's, the word rescue is being channeled. Now, you know, doesn't necessarily mean that someone literally has to pull you out of the drink, but someone is guiding you here. Your soulmate is also at points your guide, particularly the point at which you meet this person. So you may have already met, and it may have been at a time when you were processing something. And so were they. The person that you're dealing with as well here, I'm getting, has come out of a stormy relationship. You understand them, they understand you. Now, just because you understand people doesn't mean it's all automatic glitter and unicorns, okay? We all know that. But it does go a long way. You know, when you have connections with people, and you literally just don't, at that very kind of, you know, there's that level of understanding that you can't put your finger on. But by God, when it's missing in a relationship, it feels really lonely. You know, it's like an almost unspoken we've been to the same world kind of understanding. And we'll look at what your challenge. I feel like there may be challenges ahead with this person. Okay, I feel like there may be challenges, but what I'm getting is this very fundamental recognition of each other. There is a soulmate recognition between you and this person at a very, very, very fathoms deep level. Okay, we're on the water here, and I feel like that is significant too. So this could be about being with this person near the sea, near a river, or walking with them by water, talking with them by water. You may have already done this, but if you wish to heal a connection with a soulmate, this particular person, it will always be better for you to be near a body of water with this person. It will just offer some kind of solace and peace and grace and understanding, because you're both quite introvert people, even if you appear to be extrovert. So we're dealing here with, I mean, there is nothing better when two introverts meet, because they sort of just pull up the ladder and there you are. You know, and you will as well. You will have already had a sense, or if you're going to meet this person, if this is a future thing, it's a sense of there you are. There you are. Well, that is a great start. I'm loving this. Okay. There you are. And what I just had channeled to me is you meet them and you say, there you are. And they say, how long have you got? Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. How long have you got? Oh my God. Okay. Four of Wands. Oh God, that's so gorgeous. I love the Four of Wands. Okay. Again, this is 1111. This is twin flame. This is soulmate recognition. This is more than just, can we exist together in the 3D? And you know, God's honest truth, I'm getting a whiff when we get to obstacles that there's going to be something about 3D living. But we're not there yet, okay? I'm running ahead of myself. This is why I made myself a list. I can never stick to a list. Four of Wands is a portal of luck and loveliness. It's very, very spiritual, but also stable because it's a four. Again, I'm getting home is where the heart is. So this is so like Hallmark, but you know, hey, you can live in each other's heart spaces. And that is enough for you for now. You both have this, I'm getting quite dreamy personalities. Maybe when you were younger, people would have said that you were a daydreamer, but I'm also getting a dream maker, whatever that is. I'm interested as well that this card is in the sort of nighttime. You know, we've got the lights on, it's very cozy, and I feel there is a sense of cozy security with this person, but it's not necessarily security in the 3D, you know, like, you know, middle management job and a house with a picket fence and 2.4 kids and all that. It's more a cozy sense of belonging. I feel like this person has a very warm heart, and your heart may have been on ice for some time, due to either something that happened in your early life or an earlier relationship. Yeah. I mean, it could be that you're a water sign, they're a fire sign. I'm getting a bit of kind of warmth. We're definitely getting ice and we're getting water. Okay. We're looking at their personality as well now. Four of Cups, that is interesting. This is a completely introverted pose, the Four of Cups. I'm going to take another card to go with that as well. Yeah, okay, I get that. The Knight of Pentacles, Mr. Slow. Right, this person, I'm getting moon-led, whatever that means, like a child of the moon almost. This person can be a bit moody, actually. They're sensitive, they're emotional. At times, you may find, particularly, they're not confrontational and they don't like confrontation. Important to say. And I feel like for some of you, this person comes from either a very confrontational previous relationship, which you might already know about, or if you're going to meet them, you'll find out about. You might even meet that person, the other person. Or they grew up in like a home where their parents got divorced, but there was a lot of shouting going on. They're sensitive to noise. Massive. I'm getting a big pair of headphones, or maybe they're just like wearing great big over-the-ear headphones. They love music, but they're sensitive to noise. I think the noise is that they're sensitive, though, is shouting. I think this is also why I'm getting, if you want to spend, you know, kind of quality time with this person, a peaceful setting is almost essential as much as you can manage it. And I don't know if water absorbs sound or something. I mean, it's loud when you go to the beach, but for some reason you don't mind it. But this person is not going to be someone who enjoys a good old hearty row. It's not the way that they like to clear the air. Knight of Pentacles, this person is patient, careful, self-conscious in a way. Even if they seem really, really confident, this person is much more self-conscious than they like to let on. Knight of Pentacles, they're not a flash in the pan. They are more of, they're more of a kind of slow burn is what I'm getting. So even if you meet them and it's a quick, you know, attraction, you're like, oh my God, it's just woohoo. Underneath that, there will come a point when they slow down. They are a slow burner, definitely. A grower, not a shower. So just know that. They like to build on things, which actually is really nice, because people who build on things are far more believable and reliable than other people. You know, people who take things steady. There may be times, and we'll look at obstacles in a minute, but there may be times in this relationship where you want to move faster than they do. They just have that kind of personality. They're slow, they're careful, they don't like noise, they're introvert, they retreat, and they retreat when they feel like there's going to be trouble. So I guess if I was dealing with this person, if I was, you know, speaking to them all, it would be better if you could take a very gentle approach. If you were in your feminine energy as much as possible. Because this person, I'm getting the mystic, the poet, the dreamer, you know, somebody who responds to music and to laughter and to light, which is really, really gorgeous actually. But depends on if you have a strong personality and you're like, yeah, come on. This person just might be a little bit bamboozled. how they feel about you. Okay. For each of the chest and the other two cards, I'm trying to remember what the other two cards are because I'm really buried in this reading now. There will be an extended reading. So in the extended reading, there's a smaller group of us go over and we really get down into the channeling and we get more details. We try and really, really, really drill down into the reading. So if this really resonates for you at the end of the reading, that link will be in the description box and you can check that out. How they feel about you. Queen of Pentacles. That's nice. So they see you as Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, I call her the Queen of Velvet Waiting. She's gentle, she's calm, and she's patient. She's yin. She's not yang, she's yin. And it really feels like this person sees you as a very peaceful partner for them. Someone who won't, I don't think you particularly like shouting either, actually. And I think they feel this connection with you. Yeah. Nine of Cups. I don't know why he looked, maybe he's just had a bit too much to drink. The Nine of Cups is a really joyous card. It's like Jupiter in Pisces. Gorgeous. So they see you as something like good food, like good wine. Something that they that they could overdose on, actually, I suppose. This is a person as well that if things get intense with this person, they may need time on their own to cool off, or just space, just like time to reset, especially if they're really into you, which sounds really weird. Because when someone's really into you, they really want to spend loads of time with you, and they will. But if you reach a kind of really intense point of your relationship, like if someone said, I love you, or if something has, you know, gone down in that way, this person is going to just go off and distract themselves for a bit. And don't worry about that, because they don't need any input at that time. They don't need any input. It's like they just need to be alone with their thoughts for a bit, and then they'll be fine. Couple of days, 2 or 3 days, depending on how big, you know, their revelation was. If it's them that said I love you, it might be more like a week. But it's nice, okay? How they feel about you is they see you as a fellow kind of introvert, a fellow calm person, someone who's not going to harm them. And I think that's something that's on their mind. Oh, that's so nice. Page of Cups as well. So they see you as someone they want to offer to, but it's a page, so it's small, okay? This is not someone who's going to jump the gun. It's not someone who's going to be, or they may do at the very beginning, but they'll very quickly revert to type, okay? Small things, give you in increments, Knight of Pentacles, because that's their personality. They give in increments, like in building blocks. They build one thing on another. They're building promise. They're building trust. And also they understand that they don't necessarily expect you to trust them straight away either, which I really like, because one thing this person isn't is cocky. I don't get that they're a cocky person, that they are, you know, that they're trying to push you into anything, or that they even assume that you should be really into them just because, you know, right off the bat. They're not like that at all. This is a person who is also, the way they feel about you, they want to listen to you. Okay, they want to listen to you. And that's nice, because I just get the feeling that in your last relationship, or in a major relationship, or even in maybe a few, you haven't felt listened to. And we all want to feel listened to. You know, it's not too much to ask, is what I'm trying to say, to want to be listened to. Okay, I'm going to use one of these Stephen Farmer Oracle cards here. I want to look at details. Strange deck to use, but it kind of works for me. Okay, jobs, timings, signs. Okay, you get river. We can't get away from water with this person, okay? So this could be a person that is a teacher, a person who is working in nature. I mean, literally, they could be like a forest ranger type person, but it's more to do with flow, okay? Things that flow. For example, they could be like a drama teacher, or they could be somebody who literally works in an office that overlooks water, okay? There's something here about, they could also be self-employed, because this is a person who doesn't like, they do like discipline, but they don't like restriction. They may have been born or grown up near a great river, or a famous river, or famous in that town, okay? It's interesting. Nice. We get healing. So this is a person who could work in a healing setting. Again, I'm getting school for some reason. And school isn't always a healing setting. They may be studying for something at the moment. They may be studying like medicine or in a healing profession. Of course, they could be a doctor. There's something here about helping. They could work in the helping professions. It feels like they want to help others. I'm going to look at some numbers. Numbers to look out for in terms of progress with this person. Oh, nice. Okay, we get 12-12. A message of divine timing and synchronicity. Trust in the timing of the universe. Have patience as things unfold. What's very important about that card is the Knight of Pentacles, which is this person's personality. The Queen of Pentacles, which is how they see you. They really admire that you're quite, I think the word for it is demure as a person. You're restrained. You're not someone who is shouting the odds about what you want, or, you know, running around making someone listen to you. I'm getting also that you might have a quiet voice. I'm just going to reach some cards out of here. You might have a quiet voice, and they do love your whisper, which is really, really nice. If you ever really want this person to listen to you, whisper. They will listen and they will love it. Okay, I'm going to put that one there. That's for some advice at the end. I'm just going to take one of these oracle cards to get some more details as well. They may have had a Navy background, as in their father might have been in the Navy, some kind of, I'm really getting sailing as well. And of course we've got that chest card. Yeah. First off, we get the skull. Gonna need a bigger boat. God, that's weird. That's from Jaws. Look beyond appearances, uncover deeper truths. The castle. Protection is necessary, but so is knowing when to open up. Home is where you find rest, renewal, and comfort. Okay. This person has moved a lot in their life. Maybe not always voluntarily. They may be in the process of moving now. Weirdly, they're looking to nest. And I feel like you are a real nester. And they like that about you. They're looking now. This is a person who's deep. They look beyond the surface, which I really, really like. But the castle also, it represents, you know, when they say an Englishman's home is his castle. There's something here about this person finally wanting to put down roots. And it feels like they see something true in you, okay? And it's interesting because I pulled the solar plexus chakra. And this is about you being able to speak your truth. They love that. They admire that. They're very attracted to that. So if there's anything, if you already know this person or when you get to know this person, when it comes to speaking up, they're always going to want to listen. And the truth will deepen your connection greatly. I'm going to look at a couple of obstacles. What are the obstacles for this connection? Wow. Here's the obstacles for this connection. Gosh. Let's look at these. That's quite deep, isn't it? So, separation. You may, if you know this person, be in separation from them at the moment. Remember, this is a person who, when their emotions are really high, I don't feel like their mouth can keep up with it at all. They don't like any kind of confrontation, even when it's not really confrontation. It's more just like a talk. It's more talking. That side of them is very challenging because even when it's not a confrontation, they're acting like it is. And that is something you need to drop into your feminine at that time. Because if you join them in that masculine energy, there's just going to be a fight, you know, there's going to be an argument. And it feels like dropping into the feminine will definitely soften the edges of that. And if you're completely in separation from this person at the moment, dropping and dropping and dropping into your heart space and dropping into the feminine, and not even feeling like you want to pull them towards you, but actually pulling towards yourself, will give them this kind of feeling of freedom. And then you will find they can make their way back. We've got growth. Growth is all about doing stuff you don't like, unfortunately. When we do stuff we do like, it's nice and it's lovely. But when we do stuff we don't like, it's character building and we grow. This person has had a lot of uncomfortableness in their life, particularly when they were young. And whenever things look like they're going to get even slightly uncomfortable, this person freezes a bit and doesn't really know. I don't think they've had it modeled to them in their relationships, whether it's their parents or previous partners. I don't think they've had it modeled to them how you can get through something and actually be stronger for making the cuts. And then love. I mean, that is gorgeous actually, but as an obstacle as well, like I said, when this person is really, really, really feeling it, you're going to know about it. The first thing they're going to do is go really, really quiet and a bit distracted as well. Okay? A bit distracted. Don't fall for that though, okay? You just keep on your own path when this is going on, because they just need to adjust. They just need to recalibrate. I don't see like deal-breaking obstacles for this. I just see that now and again you're going to want to blow off some steam and blow your top. And of course, now and again you may have to do that. But choose your moments wisely. Choose your battles, okay, with this person. They are just so sensitive. Let's have a look at your spiritual connection. Oh, that's so funny. You get so much things about boats and ships. Yeah, that's so nice. Okay, lovely. First of all, we get fogged in. So we have like a castle, but it's covered in fog. Okay, castles are quite big in your thing as well, in your relationship. Go slow, take time. Okay, think of love as like being behind this fog. They're just waiting for it to clear. And spiritually as well, you two are about uncovering the veil. Very, very quietly, very, very slowly. I would relate you to being like the high priestess and this person being like the hierophant. You know, you're not bashing away at something. You're slowly wanting to release it. You're getting behind. Do you remember we came up with the skull for that person? Getting to hidden truths. Spiritually, you may talk together in a really spiritual way, or if you sleep in a bed together, you may share each other's dreams at one point and share each other's breathing. That's really nice. We've got grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. You are both people with a lot of grace already, and you really admire that in each other. Gratitude will save you when you want to have a row with this person, because spiritually the gratitude is going to heat up your relationship. It's going to give it lifeblood. You both have so much access to grace and gratitude, and through each other as well, you can expand your joy together. And then we have taking shelter. The answers are within. It will always be about your, and it's a lovely little home in this place. Home is where the heart is. We live in each other's hearts, and we draw a circle around that, and we keep this to ourselves. The answers for either of you as individuals will always be within, but also as a couple as well. You're not a very external kind of a couple. You're an internal kind of a couple. Oh, I like this connection, I have to say. I do. I'm getting jewellery as well. We've got the chest up there, and I'm getting jewellery. Not expensive jewellery. Don't get excited. We're not talking, half a carat diamond here. I'm talking playful jewellery of some kind. So it could be very colourful jewellery. It could be a particular pink crystal or green crystal. But also costume jewellery. Maybe you played with like your grandma's costume jewellery or something like that, or you did princess dress up, or I'm also getting fancy dress as well. I don't know why. I'm getting rap music of some kind, which is weird because they don't come across to me as someone that would be into that. But it came up a little bit. I'm getting that. They have a very eclectic musical taste. They might even be into like classic and rap and, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. I'm also getting boots, not the chemist, boots. Like I'm getting a pair of, they look like workman's boots actually, but they could be walking boots. You know, those kinds that are like camel coloured, they're really worn in. You know, they've worn these boots such a lot, it's almost got the shape of their foot in it. And I've got them in your hallway or outside your door. So for those of you in separation, they're going to be on their way over. They're going to be taking off their boots, so they're going to be coming in. Also, they may take their shoes off, you know, when they come to people's houses. And be really polite about that. God, this is a lovely connection. I like this. It will have its moments. And, you know, if you haven't met them yet, for God's sake, hang out near water or anywhere. Yeah, because water and ice and is coming up a lot. Rivers and the sea is coming up a lot. Even if it's a pub or a restaurant that's named like something that's nautical. Yeah, nautical stuff is coming up a lot. God. Okay, I'm going to go and do the extended reading for this one. We're going to look further at your best way forward. We're going to do some more channeling. We're going to look at the shadow sides and what you are working out with this person, and also what you could do in terms of your own shadow work to make this clearer, like a clearer connection, or to bring it closer. And we're just going to dive into as many channeled messages as we can in that reading and throw around some different and some quite weird decks. So if you want to join me for that, it's in the description box, and it will be extended reading for the chest. Whew. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste. Hello, lovely people who got the path. I like this card. The way forward is often revealed one step at a time. Okay, let's put you in the corner. I'm going to do, first of all, for you and them, I'm going to do a card for you and a card for them, but from different decks. Okay? So, you. Them. Put it here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do this one first and then we'll go back. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. You're coming up as the Page of Cups, so you have love, although maybe not in its completely finished state, but your offering is there, okay? It's like a budding kind of offering. It feels as if you don't really know whether to make an offer or not, okay? Then with them, we get the Nine of Swords, which is a card where someone is afraid, fear. They're very much up in their head. Woof. Okay, I'm going to take a few more, you and thems. There we go. That one. Ooh, okay. I love this card. Okay, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is Jupiter in Pisces, and it is a card that talks about pleasure. Okay, it's Jupiter in Pisces. It's what you want. It's who you want. it's love, it's pleasure, it's food, it's all of that good stuff. I'm just going to put that over there because it's more light. And it feels as if it's a card there. The guy looks like he's maybe had too much of a good thing. There's something here. There's a tension. You know, when it says here, the way forward is often revealed one step at a time. Okay, this is very much applying to you. And they're coming across as temperance, which I really like. Temperance is about moderation. 9 of Cups is about wanting to stuff your face, wanting something, wanting someone. I feel like you are a person who can honestly feel your emotions. You know, they're out there. It's almost your heart on the sleeve. You're open about it. You feel it. You could be fiery in nature, but or just feeling a lot of passion and a lot of love for this person who, to me, looks more reserved than you are at the moment. Okay, let's keep going with this. This is interesting. Oh, 4 of Wands. How am I going to do this? Let's put these there, and then that's you, the 4 of Wands. Oh, and that's them as the Death card. This person you're dealing with is deep. Okay, they're deep. They feel a bit detached in some way. This might be someone you're in separation with, or someone you're dealing with. You're trying to get through something. You're coming out here as the most beautiful spirit. The Page of Cups is gorgeous. It's a card of love and offering and openness. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio kind of energy here. And then the 9 of Cups, which is like, I want you. I want what you have to offer. I fancy you. I want you. You know, you look like you taste good. Or maybe I know that you taste good. Whatever. This is nice. It's normal. It's desire. Okay. And then we have the 4 of Wands, which is like 1111, twin flame. It's you when you're at your most lovely and spiritual in nature. And the person you're with, this soulmate, the connection, whatever you want to call it, they're at a real awakening point in their life. Something is going on with this person. They need to die to something to be reborn into something else. They need to lose the old ways. So it may be that before you, they've been like dating a lot of people, or they never really committed, or something held them back. Okay. God, interesting. I wonder if they're an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. I like this. You're coming up 4 of Pentacles. They're coming up Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I don't mind that. 4 of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn. It's a Saturn card. It's a card of being sensible. Underneath the fact that you have definitely got the hots for this person, okay, which is great, you also, you know how to keep your hand on your purse. You know how to count. You know how to work things out. You may appear to others to be quite scatty, quite dreamy, and maybe you are, especially if you're a water sign. You know, I'm a water sign, Pisces. We're as scatty as anything. But you've actually got your eye on the prize here, and you know what you're doing. And you know how to work things out. You've got 2 4 cards, which are stable. You've got a certain stability about your feelings for this person. and they have some volatility about what's going on with them. They are troubled about something. They have a lot on their mind. They're trying to get through by thinking rather than feeling, and that is their modus operandi. We've got, I like that they're coming up as Temperance. Thank God. I mean, that's a beautiful card. But they don't wear their heart on their sleeve in the same way. They just don't. They don't show their feelings. They're not as open as you are. They're not as trusting as you are. And that makes them, I would say for you, quite a challenge, which is interesting as well. They're coming up here as the Wheel of Fortune, which I like a lot. Against your Four of Pentacles, yes. They are willing to throw the dice, but at the moment they feel like love is a bit of a risk. Woof. Okay, let's look at their personality. I'm going to put these up here and zoom out a bit, and we're going to take some cards for their personality. I'm going to stick with this deck for them, okay? The Moon. The Queen of Swords. Yes, I get that. Judgment. The Tower. Oh, wow. What have you gone and gotten yourself into here? I can totally see why you find this person interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put these up here because otherwise I'm going to run out of room, and I really want to get into this person's personality, okay? I love it. It's interesting. You don't like choosing the boring ones, do you? No, you don't. Right, okay. If this resonates, there will be an extended reading, by the way. So if you get to the end of this and it's really like lighting your fire, we do an extended reading which goes further into the details that we've got. And we also do some shadow work, some channeling, get all the weird decks out. So if you get to the end and you're really into it, it will be the link for the Path extended reading in the description box. Right. Fortune favours the brave. This person is brave, okay? Now, there's two meanings to brave. It's kind of, they have courage, which I really, really like, but they're also quite out there. They may be a little eccentric in their personality, okay? In fact, they are eccentric in their personality. The Moon card, I mean, you could call it moody if you like, but it's also interesting, cyclical and moody. They are very affected by the moon cycles. You may find around the full moon that this person is extra talkative. So if this is a person, and I suspect that it is, because it says on the Path card here, the way forward is often revealed one step at a time. This person's heart and soul is revealed one piece at a time. Okay, they are in lots of areas of their life, their personality is not cautious, but in the love department, they suddenly become Mr. or Mrs. McCautious. Okay, the Moon. So if you are looking for a time to have a talk with this person, if you're wanting to get details, and I feel like there's some things they haven't yet told you, or there are things that they've held back. And it is in their personality to be quite secretive, to be quite quiet about things, even though they are quite eccentric as a person. Talk to them around the full moon cycle. So get a moon diary or go on Google or whatever it is and look up full moons, because any conversations that you have that are important, that you're hoping will be revelatory, you know, that you're hoping secrets will come out, that you're hoping to clear the air, try and have them around the full moon time, because they will reveal a lot more. And I feel like they will be able to step into the emotional space with you a lot more around those moon times than they do around other times. Okay? But they do have cycles. They do have moods. This person is sensitive, but also has a side to them that comes across as quite insensitive. So they may do a job that involves making people redundant or telling people difficult things, or even like telesales where they have to make cold calls to people that don't necessarily want to hear from them. This person is quite bombastic. They're quite confident, but not around talking about their feelings. Okay? Got the Queen of Swords. They have quite sharp boundaries. They could have a quite precise way of talking. They like words. This is someone you could play Wordle with, whatever Wordle is, but I know people play them. Word games. They're someone you could have long text or email exchanges with. They like having the time to put things in words, but if you're not careful with this person, they can hide behind words as well and use words as a shield. And that's something, yeah, we'll look at that in obstacles in a minute. Okay. Judgment. This could, of course, be your ex. This could be somebody from your past because we've got judgment. But in terms of their personality, you may recognize other people that you have dated or been out with who have had a similar trait to this person. Maybe they were difficult about talking about their feelings. Maybe they were very, very talkative. Maybe they were in a profession that involved doing reports, doing writing. Either way, there is something about this person's personality that draws you back, or there are lessons that you can draw from a past relationship. Okay? Then we get the Tower. Pluto, scorpionic energy. The energy, again, taking power from full moon, again, which this person does. So if you want to get them to spill, do it around the full moon. You may already have a feeling that you would like this person to spill their secrets. You may already feel like you want to sort of, there's something you need to get out of them. I feel like you are definitely an empath. Even to the point where it says path, you might as well just put an M in front of it. You are an empath. You're coming up here as the Page of Cups. You're coming up as the Four of Wands. You're coming up as the Nine of Cups. It feels like you're an empath who's got their head screwed on, which I like. So people should not take you lightly. You may come across like, you know, like I'm an empath and we come across sometimes like we're not able to organise anything. You can. You've got the Four of Pentacles there. You really can, but you live in a liminal space. You live in a liminal space. The person that you're dealing with, I don't know what space they're living in. It's like I'm getting a celestial kind of feeling. I'm getting this lightning feeling. Their personality is a bit unpredictable. They could be a little bit of a difficult dog to keep on the porch. Okay. Woof. I'm putting my crystals in. We're putting the crystals in. Okay. How they feel about you. I love this. Nine of Wands. That's interesting. The World. Gorgeous. Eight of Pentacles. You do know, you have got your head really screwed on and they know that. Oh my God. The Lovers. The Lovers. Okay. I want to look at the bottom. Okay, good. Three of Pentacles. This is nice. This person feels that they can really work with you. And it's kind of in a 3D way, but also they like your stability. You have a sense of stability. They're lacking in stability. They like your stability. It fits. It's like a key and a lock. I'm getting channeled a key and a lock. Nice. 9 of Wands, they feel you're a bit difficult to know. And I believe that won't do you any harm at all, okay? They find you a little bit of a mystery here, maybe a little bit guarded, but actually when you're dealing with someone with their personality, you need to have your boundaries. So good for you, and don't stop believing in that, case. Don't stop. Keep on keeping on, okay? Because 1, they find it very enticing, and that's good. But 2, you are who you are, and you know who you are, and your stability. You can't have 2 unstable people, because that's just like there's no foundation for anything. Your stability rubs off and they like it. The world, this is nice. This is someone who's got their world sorted out. They've got their place. They know, you know who you are. You're at the end of a cycle of knowing yourself, and they're kind of at the beginning of dying to one cycle and awakening to another. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo, the sign of somebody who is steady, who gets things done. Again, you are the one who keeps on keeping on, and they find it very, very attractive because I think they may have had relationships with like crazy people before that were maybe exciting but very short-lived. And they're tempted by something very steady in you. And I love that. And then we have the Lovers. Basically, they just fancy you. They really fancy you. But also, they fancy your stability. It's weird, and I know, and for you, it may be that you fancy their instability. That really does it for you. But for them, it's like that lock and key. They like who you are. They find stability really, really attractive. God, I love this. Okay, let's have a look at some details. See what we can get around details. And it can be really, really random details. It's just whatever we get. Yes. Okay, we get Waterfall, which is persistence. Honeybee, which is community. That's nice. Nice. Okay. There are moments of ups and downs in this relationship. You may be in a down moment, you may be in an up moment, okay? But persistence is going to pay off. Also, and this is really weird, I am getting as a detail an artificial waterfall. Now this card is, let me just tune it in a bit so you can see them. This card is probably a natural waterfall. Maybe, we don't know. But what I'm getting for you is an artificial waterfall like you would get at a water park, Disneyland, theme parks, or a place where they've built a waterfall. Okay? God knows why. It may be something you did when you were younger. It may be something you've done with this person, or they may live near this. I don't know. But it's an artificial waterfall, or at the very least, an artificial source of water. You know, like a man-made reservoir or fountain. The community, the honeybee, you and this person, it feels like you could create community in some way. Now, it may be that one of you has got like a successful sort of social media outlet of some kind. It could be that you meet this person on social media, you know, Snapchat or Facebook or whatever. community is a real thriving vibe between you and this person, networking in some way. And generally we network on social media. So you could, I mean, it could be as simple as you meet through social media, or you take pictures for theirs, or somebody does marketing. There's something here about the community reaching lots of people and connection with this person, how you connect. It's almost through a community somehow. So if you haven't yet met this person, join some communities of things that you like, because there's somebody you could literally just spark up a conversation with, okay? Or literally go and do like some community learning, community college, some evening classes, something where you're going to meet other people in the real life community or online community is a really, really strong sign for either meeting this person or for boosting your connection with them. Okay, bees make honey, you know, it's nice. You could end up doing that together. And then the cedar tree of wisdom. There's a couple of things I get for this. One, I feel like it's your wisdom, okay? I feel like you are further along your path of wisdom than this person is at the moment. And that's okay. But you can't drag them along with you. They have to catch up of their own accord. And that's why they seem a little bit more up and down to you, okay? You're on a sort of, I think you've done your up and down. You last person you dated might have been pretty horrific, actually. And that you went on and I'm getting roller coaster, I'm getting theme park again. I don't know why I keep getting theme park. I literally cannot stand theme parks, but only because I'm afraid of heights and I get sick on a ride, so not going to be good for me, but I'm getting them. God. You have the wisdom, you hold the purse strings of the wisdom is what I'm getting, which is quite weird. But there we are. Okay, let's look at the obstacles. What are the obstacles in this relationship, please? Interesting. God. Okay. I feel like conventionality is an obstacle. So if we look at these three cards here, we've got the Nine of Cups, which is a lovely card. And I feel like that is the card of the empath as well. And I feel like as well that you are, I think this is an obstacle, but it's also a plus. I don't feel like you necessarily need the path to be completely spelled out for something, because empaths like things to unfold. The way forward is revealed one step at a time. I think you're comfortable with that, but at the same time, you've got your Three of Pentacles side. And it may be that you've got like some earth in your chart. And there will come times with this where you do want a timeline and you're not going to get one. Not in the short term. You're not going to get the certainty you crave straight away. Okay? You're just not. The path is going to unfold one step at a time. Eight of Wands is communication. This person can talk a lot, but they can say very little sometimes if it comes to their feelings. And the obstacle will be stopping yourself as an empath from reaching over and filling in the blanks, the feeling blanks. Don't do that. Let them stumble around for the words. Let them be silent. Let them do whatever they do. Don't supply the feelings or the words for them. Don't colour it in for them. Ten of Cups is like a conventional 2.4 kids type card. Achieving a conventional relationship, if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for, you know, the 2.4 and or whatever that is, because I mean it doesn't look like that for everybody, but if you're looking for an exclusive conventional relationship, it's going to be an adventure before you get there. Okay, just being straight with you on that one. Let's look at your spiritual connection with this person. I'm going to look at some angel numbers. I mean, I like that you two are people that I would want round to a dinner party, because you're going to keep everybody entertained. You're going to be the interesting couple, which I like. In the extended reading, I'm definitely going to look into some of the shadow side of this. The shadow side of you, the shadow side of them, you know, in a them and you type reading, and how you can break through that. Let's have a look at this. Why do you not want to come out? Ooh! Okay, the angels are emphasizing honesty in relationships, the importance of effective communication and self-expression. They want you to be open and honest in communication, share your needs and desires, actively listen to your partner to foster deeper understanding and connection. Your spiritual connection with this person is that, in a way, you are teaching them heart honesty, which is something you lead with the heart and they lead with the head. And it's not for you to drag them over the line. That isn't it. And you're not filling in the blanks. But you are proceeding fearlessly with honesty. And it almost models something for them to follow or to reject in whatever way this is. You have a lot to teach each other spiritually. They have a lot to teach you about flying by the seat of your pants, about risk, about fortune favours the brave, about being less in love with knowing what's going to happen. I know, about excitement, and also about play. And maybe, and this is your random channeling, maybe that's why I keep getting play parks. If you want to further things, go on play dates with this person. Do something really fun. Doesn't matter what it is, but something fun, because play is going to bring out the best in this relationship and in both of you. Okay? And God knows, like theme parks or any kind of places, like, I don't know, maybe bowling, whatever it is that kind of takes your fancy. Be playful. Play is going to get you so much further than a big talk, actually. So play together. And perhaps there's some inner child stuff you're bringing out of each other. I hate even to say the word inner child, but I've said it. I said what I said. It may come up in the extended. Okay, I'm off to go and do the extended reading. You two can come round my house anytime you want for dinner. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste. Hello, lovely lighthouse people. Okay, a guiding light is only useful if you're willing to follow it. I was wondering who was going to choose this one, because I feel like, I don't know, but I felt like you had to have quite a bit of courage to choose this one. So congratulations for choosing the lighthouse. I think this is going to be a particularly kind of individual reading as well. So I'm going to do cards for you and cards for them. We're going to do that for the you and them section at the beginning, okay? Just to get a feel for a bit of your personality, a bit of theirs, but also how you fit together, okay? So for you, I'm using the Autumn Fields Tarot, and for them, I'm using the Lightseers Tarot. If it really resonates, there will be an extended reading. So if you get to the end and you're like, F yeah, this was for me, it will be a link in the description box for the Lighthouse extended reading. Okay. Seven of Cups for you. Interesting. I'm getting the Dreamer as well for the Seven of Cups. Ooh! Ooh, hoo, hoo. Woof, meow, and a neigh. You get the Ace of Cups for them. That's nice. That is very nice indeed. Okay. You both seem to share a kind of common emotional thread, which I really like. It feels like for you, you have the ability to see beyond. Okay, so I may, and it's happened in the other ones as well, I may be dealing here with water signs or people with water in their chart, or empaths, people who see beyond the veil or see light workers, I suppose. We've got the lighthouse, haven't we? People who almost kind of create a beacon for other people. They're coming across with the Ace of Cups. I mean, that is so gorgeous. The energy of it is lovely. It's a feeling of self-love. It's a feeling that you make other people feel loved. It's a light. This person, you can see the light in this person, okay? You can see the light in this person. And light and dark is going to be a feature, I think, of this reading. Oh, yes. I'm getting the Queen of Wands. Nice. So, Queen of Wands, who's she going to meet? The Four of Swords. Wow. Okay. I like that. You are quite a personality, okay? You have a lot of passion. You have a lot of drive. You have, in some ways, a lot of power, but I don't know if it's like traditionally the way that others would see you. Like if I said, you know, what's so-and-so like, I don't think they go, oh, she's really, really powerful. But I feel like there is a very strong inner core to you. And the person that you're dealing with feels gentle. And they feel, I mean, this is the card of repose, isn't it? It's the card of peace, but it's also the card of sleep. And I'd be interested to see, they're coming across as quite yin as well in this reading. I'd be interested to see where that goes. Okay, like you've just got the Knight of Wands. Okay, I'm going to start doing this up here. You get the Knight of Wands. Let's bring this down a bit. Spatial awareness, never my greatest thing. And they get, yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. Again, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who stays back, someone who doesn't make a fuss, doesn't muddy the water, doesn't make a sound, I'm getting weirdly for this person. Nice. Judgment for you. That's a very interesting card to get, actually. I'll tell you why in a minute. And what do we get for them? Oh, yes, at last. Hidden Depths. Good. Wanted to see a bit of fire from this person. Okay. You coming up as Judgment here, you represent something from the past for this person in a way. It could be even like past life energy. It could be some kind of feeling that they don't even know where it comes from. There's Kundalini energy here. There's passion. So, you know, Ace of Wands is that kind of a card. They fancy you, but it's more than that. They're deeply moved by something about you that they can't put their finger on. It feels like, to be really cheesy, it feels like you could be like an otherworldly creature. There's something otherworldly to them that they've been looking for. They've been looking for it their whole life. And you feel like this creature of light to this person, which is a light that they already know from the Ace of Cups. It's like they're holding the source of this light, you know, they know this, they can feel it. And you might have been tempted by the chest, which is number 1 as well, because there was something in there about that too. you get this person going in the old-fashioned sense, okay? It's quite animalistic. They find you very attractive. And that might not be normal for them. You know, it doesn't feel like, you've seen the cards that they get. It's like the Ace of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. These are all quite staying in the background kind of cards. They're not, you know, woof, how you doing? It's none of that. But you definitely literally turn a switch on in this person without really trying. And it's something to do with this Queen of Wands, which I think is like an inner Queen of Wands. That, like I said, your friends wouldn't recognize it. People wouldn't say it, but this person can see it. And they like what they see. And also, there's some kind of captivating force here that they cannot explain. I'm loving that. Right, let's look at their personality. I think we've already covered that a bit actually, but we'll have a bit more of a look. Tell me about person. Oh God, I love this person already. I love them. Look what they're coming up as. I love that Six of Cups. Nice. This is an interesting energy. This person is interesting. I can see why you're into this person. Yeah, absolutely can I see why you're into this person. Okay. The Six of Cups. This is gorgeous. This is the little boy with the dog. And then somehow the passage of time, you know, it's the older man when the dog's grown up. And it's a bit like those videos, you know, the videos, and honestly, I just got to stop watching them, where they have them on, somebody shows you the puppy that they brought home. And then they show you the dog when they take it to the vet. I'm almost crying now just talking about it. When they take it to the end, and I watch those, I'm like, boo. No matter what, I can always get upset by those videos. And it's this energy, this person, they may be a dog lover, by the way, they may be a dog. This person is a gentle soul. And there's somebody who is affected by loyalty. So that this is a loyal person. Dogs represent, in Lenormand, represent loyalty. And this person is someone who is gentle, it's someone who is loyal, it's someone who is caring as well, and possibly quite quiet, although we don't know yet. Let's see if they can surprise us. Six of Cups as well. Do you remember you came across as Judgment, and this person has this tie to you that they probably don't understand and probably can't explain. So the Six of Cups, for me, if I get the Six of Cups, and those of you that have watched me for a while will know, I'm always looking for Judgment. And if I get Judgment, I'm looking for the Six of Cups. Could even be your ex, this person, because it is a card of exes, but also there's just this massive soulmate recognition. We'll have a look further into that energy between you, okay, that is just there. And that's it, that's there. Whether you stay with them, whether you don't stay with them, that remains. It's very, very powerful. Your person is coming up as the High Priestess. I feel, and it's strange because the High Priestess has come up for other ones as well. But this Queen of Wands is so interesting in me because the Lighthouse is the leader. And I feel like you're a light worker, but I feel like you're doing that in almost a leading capacity. On a complete side note from soulmate relationships, you may be coming up to a time when you're going to lead others in something spiritual, teaching, something like that. Anyway, your person is coming up with the High Priestess. It feels like this person has a lot of insight, but they also have a slightly kind of magical side to them. And they also come up here in their personality with the Ace of Swords, which is very clear thinking. There's a lot of clarity here. I like this. Excuse me. Okay. How do they feel about you? I'm going to use a different deck for this. Make it stand out a bit. Let's put these three, which is their personality, up here. Okay. How do they feel about you? That's interesting. I think I get that actually. And I wonder why. Let me just tell you the next one. Oh my God. Yeah, this makes sense to me. 2 aces of cups though. Told you, everyone's going to want this person. Good. Okay. Look at the bottom. Queen of Pentacles. How they feel about you is that they see you have a lot of staying power. And they feel like you're a critically an honest person, which I feel like that's very, very important to them as well. Sorry, just having a slug of water. I feel like that's become more important to them over the past couple of years. Maybe they've been with someone who wasn't honest, or maybe, you know, whatever. It's important to them and they see you as fulfilling that role as being an honest person. The way they feel about you, there is a battle here with the 5 of Wands. It's not a huge battle. The 5 of Wands it's kind of a surface energy card, but it's a 5, so it's a disruption. There is some battle, there is some kind of strife here, okay? It comes with the Ace of Cups. In a way, their heart belongs to you already. And for some reason, they kind of resist that a bit with the 5 of Wands. We got the 4 of Pentacles, and that's careful. It's Sun in Capricorn. It's being careful with money. It's not, like, you might not know the feelings this person has because they are not being spendy with their feelings. Okay? They have such a soft center, such a soft heart. This person is, I feel like, I mean, for the details, the job and the timing and the signs and everything, I feel like this is a person you'd find in a caring profession, but also, again, and I got this, I think, for the chest one, that they may be a teacher of some kind. They may also have a job that is not their vocation, as in it's just a job and they don't, you know, they have another thing they want to do. Like maybe they like mountain biking, or they like doing stuff in their spare time. I would say they're not massively ambitious, that they want to rise to the top of the ladder, that they want to be, you know, somebody in inverted commas. You know, I don't think they're that materialistic either. I feel like they love their freedom, they love their spare time, they love their pets, they love animals. I think they love you, to be honest. And I feel like they don't believe, you know, a lot of people say when you're on your deathbed, you're not going to say, I wish I worked harder. And this person may have said those things, okay? So it feels like they know what they value in life, and it's relationships, it's family, it's animals, plants even. So this person, they could be a gardener or anyone to do with, and it's weird because there's a lot of water in this reading, but I'm also getting earth, you know, farming, bricks, making things. Or they may have a job that is completely irrelevant to their life. It's like, yep, I I don't know, do whatever I do. I do admin at the council, you know, and then I go home and my life is my own. So this is not somebody who's particularly looking for a career person or particularly looking for their own career. It's not what they're drawn to. This is a person who has a big heart. I feel like they may have grown up in quite a happy family, actually, even if it was not a conventional family. I feel like there was a lot of love around, and I feel like they have a lot of love to give as well. And the way they feel about you is quite fresh, it's quite new, it's not tainted by cynicism and things like that. But they are careful. They are careful. So they're not particularly a blurter. Interesting. Let's look at the obstacles. What do we want? Yeah, I do actually. Sorry. Obstacles. I'm going to use the Inner Shadow Tarot for this. What are the obstacles in this soulmate connection, please? Ooh, the Lovers. Nice. That's interesting. Seven of Pentacles. Chariot and the Magician. Okay, let's move these. Obstacles. The Magician as an obstacle, it feels like it's about agency. For some reason, this person doesn't feel their own personal power. You're coming up as the Queen of Wands, and I feel like you have something to teach them about personal power and how to use it. Manifesting as well. Are they in the job that they're in, or are they in the life that they're in because they want that? Or do they just have a fear of success in a way? I feel like you have got this particular part of your life a bit more sorted than they have. And this is a person that is going to be very happy to follow your lead as the light at the lighthouse. But I feel like you may want them to initiate more. Okay? We've got the Lovers. What patterns do we hold around love and relationships? How can I balance the masculine and feminine aspects of myself? And with the person you're dealing with, I feel like they need to balance, as in they need more of the masculine energy, weirdly. And I feel that you're quite in balance, actually, as the Queen of Wands. But they need to find their seat of power somehow. They may have been in a relationship before where they were with someone who was very bossy and domineering. And they may be strangely attracted to that as well. Not saying that you're bossy and domineering, but I'm just saying they're attracted to power, which is great. But at times you're going to want them to express their own, obstacles or what's going on or truth, or not be afraid to speak up. And they are not brilliant at doing that. They'd rather keep quiet, keep the peace. This is a person who wants to keep the peace. And in lots of ways, that's an absolute gift, to be honest, because who wants to be yelling at the top of their lungs every night? But in other ways, when it comes to something really needing to be said, they're going to be reluctant to say it. Seven of Pentacles, again, it's about long-term goals and vision, you know, for the future. This person is not somebody who is a visionary for the future in terms of, you know, career or where they want to be. They're not bothered. They're a very peaceful soul. And depending on your level of fieriness, or depending on how much you want to lead, if you're not bothered and you want to lead and you enjoy the love that this person can give, which is a lot, then great. But you may find there are just times when you, especially if you have a kind of job or occupation where you lead a lot already, where you want this person to pick up the reins. And we have the Chariot. Obstacles and conflict and harnessing willpower, overcoming challenges. Again, this person, I feel they're very good at peaceful resolution. So they'll be really, 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 I mean, they could be in the police or something like that. They're very good at that, and that is really, really useful, to be honest. But on the odd occasion when you're going to want someone to really stir the pot, I don't know if they want to really stir the pot. And that, of course, depends on your personality as to how much you want to take that over or not. Let's look at your spiritual connection. I feel that your spiritual connection is that you are here to teach them about some fire in life, about power. And power not necessarily meaning control. You have learned that lesson and they need to learn that. How to have more power and to harness it without feeling that they're being controlling. And what they have to teach you spiritually is to do with unconditional love. I feel like maybe you weren't receiving unconditional love, maybe when you were growing up. And actually, this person can very beautifully teach you that you don't have to do anything to be loved. That you don't have to please anyone to be loved. Oh, I love this. Okay, the angel number you get for this relationship is 2222. Balance, harmony, manifestation. You're being supported by the angels to create a harmonious and abundant life. There's a lot of harmony between you and this person. The number 22 is associated with mastery, practicality, and building a solid foundation for your dreams and aspirations. You are here to help each other do that, but in very different ways. I absolutely love that. I love that for you. You really seem to click with this person. It's a beautiful thing. In terms of some channeling, oh God, I'm getting such weird channeling. I'm getting a record player with proper records, you know, vinyl records I'm getting, album covers, record player, record shops. I'm also getting wellies, like Wellington boots, where the toes are covered in caked on mud and it's dried. I'm getting things like allotments and that's weird. An old car, like it could be a farm or a caravan or an old car. It's just, I don't know whether you could even do it up. It's quite strange. And I'm also getting red paint on something metal. Could be railings, could actually be the car, could be a tractor or something like that. I'm getting some really weird. And I'm getting a dog, but it doesn't look like that dog. It's and I'm not good with dogs. It's a much more scrappy dog. Smaller dog, brown eyes. You know, the kind that looks like it's almost got really big eyebrows. I'm getting that. And also I'm getting an old-fashioned cake mixing bowl with a really good, and I love my cake mixing. I'm imagining here a Colin Mason When you know, a colon mason, the one where it's kind of tan on the outside and whiter in the inside, which has some crazing. So it may be that it belonged to your mum or something like that, or it's just an older one that you love and use. And a really, really, really good wooden spoon, and the wooden spoon is burnt halfway up the handle. Weird channelings today, oh my God. Okay, in the extended reading, I'm going to have more of a look into the personality of this person. I'm going to look more into the shadow side, but also the way forward and what you have to learn from each other and the potential in the relationship, and looking a bit further into the future as well, and doing some freaky channeling. Okay, oof, thank you for joining me, Lighthouse people. Leave me a comment. If you want the extended, it's in the description box, Lighthouse extended reading. Oof, see you on the other side. Namaste.